What is ethical hacking? It sounds like an oxymoron, right? But in the digital world, ethical hackers are the good guys. They find weaknesses in systems. Instead of exploiting them, they report them. They help companies fix security holes. Ethical hackers test digital security. Ethical hacking is crucial today. Ethical hackers are the unsung heroes of the digital age. They're the cybersecurity professionals who keep our data safe from malicious actors. But what exactly does an ethical hacker do? First and foremost, ethical hackers are experts in cybersecurity. They possess a deep understanding of computer systems, networks, and software. They use this knowledge to identify vulnerabilities that could be exploited by hackers. But unlike malicious hackers, ethical hackers use their powers for good. They perform authorized penetration tests, vulnerability assessments, and security audits to identify and help fix security weaknesses. They then provide detailed reports to organizations, outlining the vulnerabilities they found and recommending solutions to remediate them. Ethical hackers are also skilled communicators. They need to be able to explain complex technical concepts to non-technical audiences. They must effectively communicate their findings to developers, system administrators, and management teams. Essentially, ethical hackers are digital superheroes who use their powers to protect our data and privacy. They play a vital role in making the internet a safer place for everyone. Hacking often carries a negative connotation, conjuring images of shadowy figures breaking into computer systems for nefarious purposes. And while this type of hacking, known as malicious hacking, certainly exists, it's essential to understand the critical distinction between malicious hacking and ethical hacking. The key difference boils down to one word: permission. Ethical hackers operate with the explicit consent of the system owner. They have been hired to test the security of a system and identify vulnerabilities. Malicious hackers, on the other hand, act without permission. They exploit vulnerabilities for personal gain or to cause harm. Their actions are illegal and can have severe consequences, including data breaches, financial losses, and reputational damage. Both ethical and malicious hackers possess technical skills, but their motivations and legal standing are worlds apart. Think of it like this: breaking into a house is a crime. But if a homeowner hires a security professional to test their home's security by attempting a break-in, it's perfectly legal. The same principle applies to ethical hacking. Imagine a fortress, its walls towering high, seemingly impenetrable. But what if there's a hidden tunnel leading directly into the heart of the stronghold? That's what a vulnerability assessment aims to uncover in the digital world. A vulnerability assessment is a systematic examination of a computer system, network, or application to identify security weaknesses. Think of it as a comprehensive health checkup for your digital assets. Ethical hackers use specialized tools and techniques to scan systems for known vulnerabilities. These vulnerabilities could be anything from outdated software to misconfigured firewalls. The goal of a vulnerability assessment is to identify as many weaknesses as possible. This allows organizations to prioritize remediation efforts and allocate resources effectively. By proactively addressing vulnerabilities, organizations can significantly reduce their attack surface and strengthen their overall security posture. Section 5. Penetration testing. How secure are you really? While vulnerability assessments identify potential weaknesses, penetration testing takes things a step further. If a vulnerability assessment is like a health checkup, penetration testing is like a stress test. Penetration testing, or pen testing, simulates a real-world cyber attack. Ethical hackers use the same tools and techniques as malicious hackers to attempt to breach a system's defenses. The goal is to exploit vulnerabilities and gain unauthorized access, just like a real attacker would. Penetration testing goes beyond simply identifying vulnerabilities. It helps organizations understand the real-world impact of those vulnerabilities. For example, a vulnerability assessment might identify a weak password policy. Penetration testing would then determine if an attacker could exploit that weakness to gain access to sensitive data. The results of a penetration test provide valuable insights into an organization's security posture. This information can then be used to improve security controls, strengthen defenses, and reduce the risk of a successful cyber attack. Section 6. Social engineering, the human element. In cybersecurity, technology is often the focus. Firewalls, encryption, and intrusion detection systems are essential. But what about the human element? Social engineering exploits human psychology. It's the art of manipulating people into divulging confidential information. Think of the classic phishing email. It might appear to be from a trusted source, enticing the recipient to click on a malicious link or provide sensitive information. Section 7. The legal tightrope, staying on the right side. Ethical hacking operates in a legally complex landscape. The line between ethical hacking and illegal hacking can be thin. It's crucial for ethical hackers to understand and operate within the boundaries of the law. The key to staying on the right side of the law is obtaining explicit permission from the system owner before conducting any security testing. This permission should be documented in a written agreement that clearly outlines the scope of the engagement, the testing methodologies, and the rules of engagement. Ethical hackers must also comply with all applicable laws and regulations, such as data protection laws. They must handle sensitive information responsibly and ensure that their actions do not violate any individual's privacy rights. Reputable ethical hacking firms and professionals carry professional liability insurance. This insurance protects them from legal action in case something goes wrong during a security assessment. Section 8. Real-world heroes: ethical hacking in action. The impact of ethical hacking can be seen in countless real-world examples. These cybersecurity professionals play a crucial role in preventing data breaches, protecting sensitive information, and ensuring the integrity of our digital infrastructure. One compelling example involves a major financial institution. The institution hired an ethical hacking firm to conduct a penetration test. The ethical hackers discovered a critical vulnerability in the institution's online banking platform. This vulnerability could have allowed attackers to bypass authentication measures and gain access to customer accounts. Thanks to the ethical hackers' discovery, the institution was able to fix the vulnerability before it could be exploited by malicious actors. This prevented a potentially catastrophic data breach that could have had severe financial and reputational consequences for the institution and its customers. Section 9. The future of ethical hacking: a growing need. As technology continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace, the role of ethical hacking becomes increasingly vital. The threat landscape is constantly changing, with new vulnerabilities and attack vectors emerging all the time. The demand for skilled ethical hackers is skyrocketing. Organizations across all industries are recognizing the importance of proactive cybersecurity measures. They are investing heavily in ethical hacking services to strengthen their defenses and stay one step ahead of cybercriminals. The future of ethical hacking is bright. As the cyber threat landscape becomes more sophisticated, so too will the tools and techniques employed by ethical hackers. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and automation are already playing a significant role in cybersecurity. These technologies will continue to shape the future of ethical hacking. Essential security practices: protect yourself. Ethical hackers protect organizations, but individuals can enhance their own cybersecurity too. Use strong passwords. A strong password is at least 12 characters long with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Avoid personal information in passwords. Enable two-factor authentication for extra security. Keep your software up to date to fix known vulnerabilities. Be wary of phishing emails designed to trick you into divulging sensitive information. Use reputable antivirus software to protect against malware. Follow these practices to reduce your risk of cybercrime. Section 11. Conclusion: ethical hacking: a necessary defense. In today's digital landscape, ethical hacking is not a luxury, it's a necessity. With cyber attacks becoming increasingly sophisticated and prevalent, organizations need all the help they can get to protect their data, systems, and reputation. Ethical hackers are the digital superheroes who provide that help, using their skills and expertise to identify vulnerabilities and strengthen defenses before malicious actors can exploit them. By embracing ethical hacking, organizations can proactively address security risks, reduce their attack surface, and create a more secure digital environment for everyone. The future of cybersecurity depends on the continued growth and evolution of the ethical hacking profession. As the lines between the physical and digital worlds continue to blur, ethical hacking will play an increasingly crucial role in keeping our data safe and our digital lives